Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Lopez saying hello. It's Friday morning, April the 17th. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. We do have a session today at 10:30. I don't know if you're watching this one before or after, whichever the case may be. I want to say hello to everyone. I want to say hello to Safina. Wave your hand, Safina. Hello, Zakaria. Hello, Orzala. I don't see you waving your hand, Orzala. Zakaria, thank you. Hello, Hala. Wave your hand, Hala. Thank you. Good morning, Malak. Yes, you have to wave your hand too. Thank you. Good morning, Talene. Thank you for waving your hand, Talene. Good morning, Zane. Thank you, Zane, for waving your hand also. Good morning, Nora. Thank you for waving your hand, Nora. So I'm going down my visual seating arrangement. And let me see if I spoke to everyone, said hello to everyone. I said hello to Safina, Hala, Malak, Zakaria, Zain, Nora, Safina. I said Safina again. I don't know why Safina. This is about the third time I say Safina. Orzala, Zakaria. I think that's everyone. And I'll double check before. Well, good morning, everyone. We are at 14.5. We are humming along on this workbook. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Your quiz scores are looking good. There are a few that we may have to go back and look at them again, but please understand that you're going to have the options to come back later in the week, if not this week or the next week, to ask me, hey, Mr. Lopez, I want to do this quiz again, and I'll reopen it for you. And this goes for ReadWorks also. I want to mention a quick thing about ReadWorks. There's a few students that are not submitting the written portion of the test. You're doing the ABC questions correctly, but then when it goes to ask you where you have to type in your answers, there's a few of you who are not submitting them. Okay, you have to go back and double check to see. Go back into the gradebook if you haven't done so, and it'll say there written answer not submitted. And just go back and review them, and make sure when you take the quizzes on ReadWorks that you take your time and don't rush through them, and make sure you go back and answer those questions carefully. So if you haven't done that, please go ahead and do that. So good morning, 14.5. We're doing that. We are working with multiplication comparisons, and we're looking at this right here. This is the key of what we're going to be talking about today. So once you understand this right here, you're going to be good to go. It says, how can you model and describe multiplication comparisons? So we're going to look at compare a multiplication expression. An expression is a part of a number sentence. Here's a part of a number sentence that has numbers and operation signs but does not have an equal sign. So the expression does not have the equal sign. Does not. But at the equal sign and then the product, then it would be an equation. So if we take a look at this, this is the key right here that you want to learn today. So we can use multiplication to compare amounts. So when it says 3 times as many as 5, this 3 times is the number that goes, 3 times, did that already. 3 times as many as 5. 5 is the key. 3 times as many as 5. 5 would be the number that you put by itself in the box here. And then 3 times tells you there's 3 strips. 3 strips. And 3 strips of what? 3 strips of 5. So this is 3 times as many as 5. 3 times, 1, 2, 3 boxes here. As many as 5, and 5 is here, and this is the way this expression looks like. Very different from 5 times as many as 3. Again, the 5 times as many as 3, this is the sole one here. And how many times as many as 3? 5. So there's 5 strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 3 is there. 5 times as many as 3. So look and compare these two. If you take a look at this, 3 times as many as 5, this is the way it looks like. This is the expression right here. 5 times as many as 3, this is what the strip diagram looks like, and this is the expression here. So again, 5 times as many. So it's 5. 1 box, 2 strips, 1. When you look at these strip diagrams, they're going to call these strips. Okay. So there's 5 of them because it says 5 times, and this is the expression. So we're going to take that information and apply it to the rest of the lesson. So follow along with me. Again, you could try to do these on your own. Pause it, do it on your own, and then come back and play the video again and see how you did and make any corrections. Or you could just follow along with me, whatever works for you. So let's go and look at Unlock the Problem. And we're going to use the same skills that we learned at the beginning right here. So Carly has 9 pennies. Okay. Jack has 4 times as much money as Carly. How can you use multiplication to show how much money Jack has compared to Carly? So how many pennies does Carly have? Well, Carly has 9. And Jack has how many? 4 times as much money. So 4. Notice there's 4 strips. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 times as many? Not 4 times as many as what? As this one here. So 9 goes in each one of these strips right here. So use the model to write the expression. We're going to use this model to write the expression right here. 4 times as many as 9. 4 times as many as 9. And then fill it in. 4 times as much as 9. Okay? Does that make sense? Good. So again, this is the expression, right? This is the model here. This is 4 times, because there's 4 as many as 9. And it's just the wording. Once you say it over and over, it'll sink in. Trust me. So we have here Amelia, the example. Amelia made 8 cups of lemonade. Nathan made 4 times as many cups of lemonade. They each wrote an expression to describe the expression of 4 times as many as 8. Amelia wrote 4 times as much as 8. Nathan wrote 4 more than 8. Who described the expression correctly? Which one of these described this expression correctly? Was it 4 times as much as 8? Or was it Nathan who wrote 4 more than 8? Put your answer here and explain it to me. So pause it, put your answer, and explain. Okay, welcome back. Well, if you look at this expression here, this is the correct, Amelia wrote the correct expression. 4 times as much as 8. And what would the strip look like? 1, 2, 3, 4. Your strip will look like that. And it'd be an 8 in each one. And your expression would be 4 times as many as 8. And this is what it is right here. Nathan wrote 4 more than 8. And 4 more than 8 is this. 4 more than 8. That's an addition expression. Okay? 4 more than 8. So that would not be correct because this is a multiplication expression. So the key is noticing that this is multiplication and this is addition. Okay, I hope you got that one straight. If not, replay the video. We're going to take a look at the next ones, the share and show. And again, we're just applying the same information we had, and now we're just giving you a little bit less and you applying the knowledge that you have. So let's walk through it. There are 8 students in the art club. Okay, 8 students in the art club. There are 3 times as many students in the chorus. Draw a model and write a multiplication expression to represent the number of students in the chorus compared to the art club. So how many students are in the art? Which one of these is the art club? Well, it's this one here, art. And how many are in the art club? There's 8. And there's 3 times as many students in chorus. So this one would be the chorus. And they already give you the 3 strips right here. 1, 2, 3. And what number goes inside? The 8. The 8. And your expression is 3 times as many as 8. So that's what that should look like. Okay? So you should be able to see this and get this information and place it right here. Okay? Now we're going to go one step further. Now we're just going to give you the expressions, and you're going to create these models here. So again, you could try it on your own, or you can, and then pause it, or just follow along with me and work it out yourself. Either way does not matter to me, so long as you understand what we're doing here. And a good challenge for you is to pause it right now, work it out on your own, and then check your work. Okay? As opposed to just following along with me. You need to challenge yourselves. Now, I'm not there with you to stop and ask you questions to see who's understanding what. So this is what you need to do. So do what works for you. So we're going to draw a model and write a multiplication expression to represent the comparisons. So we have comparisons right here. 6 times as many as 2. If we remember correctly from the first part of their lesson, we know that this number here is the number that goes here by itself. And the 6 times is the number of strips that will go there. So 6 times as many as 2. So what number goes here? Yes, there's 6 2's here. 2. And if you want to do the boxes, that's fine. Okay, so that's what this likes. That's what this looks like. And what's your expression? 6 times as many as 2. Okay. Now the other comparison is they use the word as much. Same multiplication expression. 4 times as much as 5. Okay, so we get as much as 5. That's the number that goes here. And how many? 4 times gives you the number of strips. 4 times, because there's 4 strips. 4 times. And what number goes inside the strips? Yes, it's the 5. This is 4 times as much as 5. Okay? Try 4 and 5, and then we'll check your work right now. Try these two, and then we'll check your work. So go ahead and pause it. Try it on your own and come back when you're ready. So welcome back. Let's go ahead and take a look at 4 and 5. So we'll look at 4. This is 3 times as much as 9. And again, 3 times as much as 9. So 9 is the one that we're doing 3 times. And here are your 3 strips. And there's a 9 in there. And your expression is 3 times as much as 9. So that's what this one should look like. The next one is 8 times as many as 6. 8 times. So 8 times gives you the number of boxes or strips you're going to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what's the number? As many as what? And remember that number is the one that goes here. So that's 6. So you should have 6 in each one of these strips right here. So that's the way this looks. And the expression is 8 times as many as 6. I know you did very well on that one. Let's take a look at the other ones. And again, you could try them on your own and then come back and check them. So let's look at numbers 6 through 9. So 9 times as many as 2. 9 times as many as 2. 8 times as many as 4. 8 times as much as 4. 5 times as much as 7. 5 times as much as 7. Notice 5 times as much as 7. 6 times as many as 9. 6 times as many as 9. Notice how they use as much and as many. Those are your comparisons, and they're both equal. They mean the same thing. It's a multiplication expression. Okay, I hope you did very well on that one. So let's go ahead and take a look at your problem solving activities. Same skill. Now you're just looking at a word problem, but the skill is the same. You just have to read the sentence carefully. Take your time. So let's do this together, or you can do it on your own and come back and check it. So use the picture at the right. John's big dog eats 10 times as much food as his cat eats. Okay, so we know this cat here Write a multiplication expression to represent the amount of food that John's dog eats compared to his cat. So if we look at his cat, there's a 2 here. 2 tazas. And a tazas, it's a cup. In Spanish, it means a cup. But you should be able to see the number 2 right here. So there's 2 cups in there. So we know the number 2. So we know that John's big dog eats 8 times as much as 2. Okay? 10 times, I'm sorry. 10 times as much as 2. And notice we're not putting the product here. We're not putting the equal signs and the product here because we're doing expressions. We're comparing these numbers here. Okay, this one is a little bit more complicated here. Well, not in the sense complicated, it's difficult. It's a little bit harder for me to check how you did it. You're just creating a word problem that's representing the expression of 4 times as many as 3. So you could have any, there's multiple of types of questions that you can develop here, so long as you have a question that uses those numbers. And one good way to use that is, one example is this one right here. It says, Mr. Campo bought 3 bags of cat food at the store, and then he bought 4 times as much dog food as the cat. So, and somebody bought 3 times 3 of this, and then the other person bought 4 times as much as this. So any word problem, and hopefully you understand what we're doing here. This is hard for me to check right now, but look at this example, and if you haven't written one, write one very similar. Use this as the example, so you at least you understand what we're doing. So Mr. Campo bought 3 bags of cat food at the store. You can say Tony went and bought 3 bags of pickles. Well, 3 bags of Cheetos at the store, and his sister bought 4 times as many bags of Doritos as Cheetos, so something like that. Okay, so that's what this looks like. Let's look at the last one, number 12. We're doing the comparison. I'm sorry, it's not the last one. So Nando has 4 goldfish. Jill has 3 goldfish. Okay, Jill has 3. Nando has 4. Cooper has 2 times as many as goldfish as Nando and Jill have combined. So that's your key right there. Write an expression that compares the number of goldfish that Cooper has with the number of goldfish that Nando and Jill have. So first you have to get how many Nando and Jill have. So Nando has 4. Jill has 3. That gives you 7. And how many more does Cooper have? He has 2 times as many as 7. Okay? 2 times as much as 7. The key is getting the 7 here, because you're combining Nando's and Jill. Okay? That's the key there. And again, don't get intimidated by the big word problem there. Do it step by step. Your reading skills are amazing, boys and girls. You have the skills to look at these words, look at these sentences, and just dissect it sentence by sentence. And don't get too intimidated through the whole, looking at everything as a whole. Take it step by step, break it down, and do what you know. Okay, and this was the key here, to add these 2 numbers, the amounts that Nando and Jill had. Okay, I know everyone's doing great. So how would the strip diagrams that represent 5 times as much as 11 look different from the strip diagrams that represent 50 times as much as 11? Well, that's a big, big difference, because 5 times as much as 11 would have 5 strips. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 11 would be the one here, and there'd be an 11 here, right? There'd be an 11 here. Now, 50 times as much as 11, you would have 50 strips. 50 strips with 11 in each one of the strips and 11 at the bottom below. So very different from 5 times as much as 11. So this is 5 times as much as 11. 50 times as much as 11. Oops. Would have 50 of these strips going all the way across, and that's way too much for me to draw right now, but just as long as you get the picture, you'd understand what we're doing. Well, excellent job with this new one, this 14.5, and it's getting a little bit more challenging for us, but it's something that I'm very excited for you. We're moving along through the textbook, and hopefully we'll try to add a few more lessons per week to see if we can move a little bit faster if necessary. If not, we can slow down. Yeah, okay, so you know what to do now. You have your daily task assessment to do, and then you have your homework and practice to do, and I will have that available for you to check on Monday morning. Well, thank you so much for your time. I wish everyone a great weekend. Keep doing what you're doing, and please understand that be patient, stay positive. We're going to overcome this. It's just a matter of time. Stay safe. Keep washing your hands. If you do happen to have to go out, please take the necessary precautions. Please use a face mask. Wash your hands when you come back, and avoid people who are sick. And I think your parents are doing a wonderful job. You should go and take this time right now after you watch this video. Go and hug your parents. Tell them you love them. And thank them for everything that they're doing for you. Your parents are also having to work a little bit harder. Everyone's at home now. Moms and dads are at home. Some of them have a lot of work to do at home. So we do not need to add to their stress levels. Please do your part. This is the time for you to show the type of person you are. This is the time to show how responsible you are. So please, do this for them, and above all, do it for yourselves too. And remember, Allah is watching everything you do. So have a wonderful day, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you this morning at 10:30 a.m. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.